be dead. And he said it didn't matter, he was after Texas Red. After Texas Red. Wasn't long before the story was relayed to Texas Red. But the outlaw didn't worry, men that tried before were dead. 20 men had tried to take him, 20 men had made him slip. 21 would be the ranger with a big iron on his hip. Big iron on his hip. The morning passed so quickly, it was time for them to meet. It was 20 past 11 when they walked out in the street. Folks were watching from the windows, everybody held their breath. They knew this handsome ranger was about to meet his death. About to meet his death. There was 40 feet between them when they stopped to make their play. And the swiftness of the ranger is still talked about today. Texas, he might have went on living, but he made one fatal slip when he tried to match the ranger with the big iron on his hip. Big iron on his hip. Big iron, when he tried to match the ranger with the big iron on his hip. Big iron on his hip. White shirt, now red, my bloody nose sleeping. You're on your tippy toes, creeping around like no one knows. Think you're so criminal. Bruises on both my knees for you. Don't say thank you or please. I do what I want when I'm wanting to. My soul so cynical. So you're a tough guy, like a really rough guy. Just can't get enough guy, just always so puffed guy. I'm that bad type, make your mom a sad type. Make your girlfriend not tight, might seduce your dad type. I'm the bad guy. Down. I'm the bad guy. I like it when you take control, even if you know that you don't own me. I'll let you play the role, I'll be your animal. My mommy likes to sing along, but she won't sing this song. If she reads all the lyrics, she'll pity the men, oh no. So you're a tough guy, like it really rough guy. Just can't get enough guy, just always so puffed guy. I'm that bad type, make your mom a sad type. Make your girlfriend not tight, might seduce your dad type. I'm the bad guy. Down. I'm the bad guy. Down. I'm only good at being bad. I like when you get mad. I guess I'm pretty glad that you're alone. You said she's scared of me. I mean, I don't see what she sees, but maybe it's 'cause I'm wearing your cologne. I'm a bad guy. Ha. I am a bad guy. Bad guy. I'm a, ha. りしていたあの日私はノーリフレクション輪郭はあっても見えないからだをもてなしていたグラスのように脆くてすぐにもこぼれそうな水をこぼれそうな水を
I can lower this a little bit. Hello everyone, welcome back to this, your cozy and comfortable little workshop. How's everyone doing? Hello. Today's gonna be quite an exciting day. Let me just lower. So I did lower the music, but not for myself, and it feels like too much. We'll take the music out anyway, but just in the meantime. So hello, I just realized that I screwed up and I put the wrong time in the stream. So maybe I'm not sure if it was Krieger who was here before and got very disappointed. Because yeah, I'm sorry, I messed up. I meant to put the stream time 2 hours later, so yeah. Let's hope that's not much of a problem for good old Krieger. Hello Dolphin, hi, how are you doing? Yes, I wanted to show you something. I just got set. I'm not sure if it's gonna work, but please bear with me because I'm trying to sort this stuff out, but let's see. Hey, yay, we finally have on-screen chat. So yeah, there you are, Dolphin. Hello. So I'm starting to try and get the hang out of this, but I think maybe we can be able to have chat on screen while we play. Was assuming 6:30, but double check at 4:30. Yeah, sorry, I screwed up with that one. Just, you know, it is that same mistake that you don't take. You see the 16 hours and you think about on 6 and just press that. But yeah, sorry about that. But yeah, it seems like the on-screen chat's working too, so that's great. So, right, let's wait just a couple minutes in case someone else manages to join, but in the meantime we can just hang out. So I'm getting stuff ready for our next animation stream. Unfortunately, we will not be able to stream on Saturday. I had a new errand coming up and I need to take care of that, so I'm not gonna be able to stream this Saturday because the thing is, if I want to make an animation stream, I need the whole day available, and it's not gonna be the case. But we are definitely gonna be having then the Sunday animation stream. Same deal, same mechanic as last time. I'm gonna go all day long and see how far we manage to get. I hope we can pull out a little bit more animation this time around, because I'll have a little bit more practice. I think I understand Evil a little bit better now, so hopefully I'm gonna be able to, you know, push it forward a little bit more, and let's see how that goes. But other than that, yeah, so I guess we can get yeah, there's nothing much else to say. I hope maybe next weekend we manage to actually do two animation streams, just because I want to start moving faster. But I don't know, I'll sort it out as it goes. And yeah, so other than that, I'm also trying to test a couple of extra things like this, like having chat on screen and that sort of thing, which I hope works good enough. Even if I send a message, it will pop up there. Hello. Let's see. Oh, perfect, with a typo and everything. Cool. Oh, I'm gonna put a Discord link real quick just in case. So yeah, Tonight we are gonna be playing The Children of Clay, which is a game. I don't know a lot about it, but I think it's gonna be fun. First of all, it's part of the things that I enjoy because it's made with sort of stop motion live action. It's like a sculpture that was taken pictures of. So it feels interesting, the idea. I'm not sure how they pulled off like the whole mixing the stop motion and the game thing itself, but it feels very interesting. It feels like different to what I'm used to seeing, that is like having a full-on sprite. It feels experimental and I really like the idea. So I'm looking really forward to getting this started. Slow and steady turtle wins the race. Yeah. I know. I like to take things slow, but I also like to make stuff. I'm starting to get like the itch of not being able to progress with stuff, and it feels weird. It's like I want to make stuff, but I just can't. I have to wait until the weekend until I get something new. But well, yeah. In the meantime, so yeah, Children of Clay. It's this game. It's fairly new. It's not brand new, but I think it released in May, I guess. I don't know a lot about it. I'm not sure if anyone has already played it, but if you have, please no spoilers, because I want to really enjoy the experience. For what I've seen, it seems like it's not a very long game, but we'll see. That's why I'm not really in a rush of starting soon, because I feel like we have time to spare. I also got the making of DLC, so we can also take a look at how it was made and I don't know what was fabricated. Like, well, optimization and position for with conference were definitely things to tell. Yeah. It's. I'm not sure of optimization. It's just like being efficient with your time. The thing with stop motion is it takes so much time that you need to really make sure you're able to do everything you want to do. Because yeah, the time is the biggest enemy with this. It ends up consuming a lot of what you do, and if you're not careful, things might take way too much time. So, but yeah, I'm trying to sort things out. I'm also trying to work a couple of extra things. I'm always striving towards being able to do more and make more fun stuff, but it takes time and it takes a lot of sort of trial and error. But believe me, that will slowly but surely start moving towards a much more streamlined pipeline. But in the meantime, we can just enjoy and have some fun and spend some time playing some silly games. So also on that note, next week we're gonna have our first collab. So let's see how that goes. We're gonna be playing a game, I'm not sure even which one, but we're gonna be playing with a friend of mine who streams on Twitch. So let's see how that goes. I'll let you know when I've got any more information about it, but it's gonna be fun. I'm excited to actually playing with someone else. I think that's gonna be interesting too. But yeah, in the meantime, I guess we could start moving on towards the game itself. So let's see how it goes. I'm gonna try and see if I can have the chat showing on top of the screen too. But we'll see how that goes at the same time. And also, let me see if I can. What else was I planning? I'm gonna put the game on. I'm gonna play it. Yes, I just want to see if I could put it. I think I gotta do one step at a time. So yeah, let's move towards the game. Let me very quickly pause our good old Swarm of M, and let's start getting more spooky here. All right, so let's get the game going. And let's see. Whoop. Okay, cool. Fun. I like the atmosphere. I really like this. All right, so I'm gonna turn off the lights so I can have a little bit of more of a spooky atmosphere here. Yeah. So can you hear it? Maybe I can raise the volume a little bit because right now it's just like an ambient sound. Oh, it's got. There we go. Is there a sound if I click anything? No. Are you hearing it all right? Let me see. When I click outside, it locks. So if I move my mouse, it's doing... maybe I shouldn't be doing this though. Alright, I'll set this up real quick. And in the meantime, let me try something else. How do I... Can I just... Yeah, the thing is that the sound goes off whenever I click outside the window, but we'll have to deal with that, I guess. So, give me a quick second. I'm gonna fix a couple of stuff so we can get the best experience possible. Maybe, I'm not sure. Let's see how this goes. Da-da-da. Krieger, hey, rah, how are you doing? Hello. So I'm trying to set up stuff because I am a little bit new to this, but I think this could be fun. So I'm trying to get everything. Let's see if this works. And I'm gonna put it over here. Da-da-da. Give me a second. All right. Let me see. So is this working? Am I moving? Yeah. Hello? Yeah, okay. All right, somebody sent something in chat. I just want to make sure our chat is working on screen. There we go. Robot, hello. How are you doing? All right, so it seems like the chat is working, although it's on top of my head. Let's move that real quick. And yeah, somewhere around here. There we go. All right, so we are all set. Yeah, I don't know. I need to set more stuff up, but right now all the emotes and stuff, they don't show. It's just text, but it's fine. I'm not sure. I feel like the cursor sort of breaks the illusion a little bit. Let me take that out because I'm not liking how it's. Yeah, I feel like this field. There's still a cursor in there. What? Okay. Hello. Well, we'll have to handle with the cursor then. Oh no, this cursor is from the game. Okay. Then, cool. Live chat screen. Yeah, we have live chats at last. I feel like we should have had this way before, but I'm really, really bad with getting sort of all of this technology stuff set up. I'm a craftsman, not a digital man, so, but I'm trying to get the hang of it. I feel like we are sort of getting the hang of it already. But all right, so I guess we could start with this. Let's get this started. Let's see how it goes. So how's the audio? Can you hear everything? Right now it's just like a very mild, like low humming, but is it working all right? Do you feel like it's fine volume-wise? We can take care of it later on, but I just want to make sure everything's set because it's my first time doing a game stream, so I want it to be as good as possible. All right. So, yeah. So this game, I know it's a game made in stop motion. I got the DLC, but I guess we can make that. We could take a look at that after we finish the game. I think it's not a very long game, so I'm not sure. My device audio is low naturally. I mean, it's okay if it's low, but I'm not. If at least you can listen to whatever's going on in the game, I guess I'm fine with that. Just making sure stuff is working. But you're using an earphone? Okay. Well, you can let me know on the run if anything feels weird, alright? then let's get started. Let's see how the Children of Clay goes. Oh yeah, I also had something extra prepared. Very... All right, yeah, just... Hello. Made this earlier today too, just so I could make the stream. So yeah, hello. Now I'm the creepy little statue from this thing. Don't even know the name of it. So, but it's working. Is it? Well, yeah, I'm all right. So let's get started with Children of Clay. Time is 5:40 past 11. I've received another artifact from my old friend, Professor Ortvai. He writes again about how he misses working with me out in the field, and this remorse about the accident. I immediately felt a chill down my spine, and once again, back in the cave, trapped and hopeless. I compose myself. I need to focus on my work. Time to start the examination. Right. Name, artifact number 297. Site, Kurgan Burial Mound. Ural Mountains. Material, clay. Age, unknown. Function, unknown. Ooh. Okay. I really love this kind of games where you have like the full, I don't know, like this feeling of working on a desk. There's another game that I really like. Well, let's see. These features resemble a human face. Okay, that's it. Human face. Yeah, so this is, it feels like it's an actual asset when there's just a couple of pictures taken to make it rotate. And I like that sound. Can you hear the, well, it's a little bit low, but you can hear the buzzing. Curious, this feature resembles a tail. Head, nose, and it had a little bit of a knob back here. Looks like a metal object embedded in the artifact. Alright. Doesn't seem like it's possible to extract it. Maybe I can find out what kind of metal it is. You love your desk. Yes, I love this desk. So, let's see, what does this do? Ooh. Enhance. Oh, I love this. Really cool. Yeah, metal objects. Okay. Interesting. So I'm checking this out in the middle of a cave, for what I understood. I'm stuck inside of the cave. So what's the deal with this? Okay. Have a compass, but I'm not sure what the point of it is. I guess I could light this up. Perfect. Don't know what that was for, but it helps. Search for. Okay. Guess I would need to. What was the name of the number of the artifact? 297. 297. Okay. Could not find anything relevant. Alright. So let's see, what can we do here? Face. The tail. Oh, there's something here. It looks like some sort of etching. I could use some of the magnifier. Right, let's see. Let's check out this little sculpture's butt. They seem to be some sort of runes, but I don't recognize the type. Maybe I can find something in my books. Alright. Okay, now it's noted. Search for, but runes. An example of rune and uniform writings. The letter U reading using different runes. Orcon runes, Robas runes, and Futhark runes. Let's see. So I guess this is a Robas runes. Let's check that out. Robas runes. Alright. The Robas script, or Old Hungarian runes, is a writing system used for writing the Hungarian language.
After the establishment of the Christian Hungarian kingdom, the old writing system was partly forced out of use, and the Latin alphabet was adopted. However, among those professions, the script has remained in use. For example, shepherds used it to track the numbers of animals. Old Hungarian's letters are usually written from right to left. Right, so let's check what it is. Deciphering Old Hungarian. This looks fun. I think it's a G, N, Gn, G, N, U, G, N, U. Where's the T? G, N, U, D?
I think I need to write stuff down. Get something real quick. Da-da-da-da-da. Let's do our deep research in an old napkin. Right, so from what I'm seeing, we've got G, N, U, D, G, N, U, D. Where's the other one? It's not a C, R, and U again. Gnurdu. All right, let's look it up. Could not find, maybe it's the caps lock. Not find, Am I doing something wrong? What was the name of the runes? Oh god. Ross runes. So G, N, U, D, R, U. G, N, U, D, R, U. Right to left. Let's try that. U. Part of the Urdung. Oh, okay. Hey, I know this illustration. Urdung is a shape-shifting demonic creature from early Hungarian paganism. In pre-Christian beliefs, it ruled the lower world and helped God in creating the earth. After Christianization, it was identified with the devil. One of the oldest Urdung myths is the recorded of the Jugurtha tablet, found in the Ural Mountains. Illustration of the devil from Codex Gigas, 13th century. Codex Gigas, I know that one. It's a very old book. That's allegedly, and a very big, it's a huge book. It's like, I don't know, the size of a table. And it's supposed, the legend says that someone wrote that book in a single night because he was being threatened that if he, well, I don't know, he made some sort of deal with a priest that if he managed to make a great book in a single night, they wouldn't kill him because he was about to be sentenced to death. And yeah, this is what he came up with in a single night, as the legend says. Best illustrated Bible. Well, these words sound like Hindi. I think they sound a little bit more European, especially with the how do you call them? Umlauts and stuff. I'm gonna keep this closed just in case. Well, does it have a 1? Illustration of the devil. So Jugurtha tablet, maybe? Something I can search for. Can I move this somewhere else? No, it's only here.
Yugdal. Could not find. Okay, let's see. Oh, Yugara. Yugara. Alright. Found in the Ural Mountains, the Yugara tablet depicts the legend of a star that fell to Earth, and out of the star, the 7 children of Urdun crawled out. According to the legends, the children caused misfortune, sickness, and death to mankind. But a brave Taltosh used his cunning to lure and trap the creatures. Out of the 7 children, only 6 are depicted on the tablet. This could be because of damage, but one hypothesis is that states that this evidence for the 7th children being folk creature Mumush. Alright, so we've got 2 new entries to search for here. Taltosh. I really like when a game makes me write stuff down. It feels much more engaging. So let's find out who Taltosh is. Someone who apparently trapped the creatures, and then Mumush, the alleged final child of Yugara, of the Yugara tablet. Damn, Ro wrote a whole story while I can't even write a single short story. I guess they spent enough time working on it. Top one looks like that Jewish symbol. Oh yeah, like a yarmulke, like the candle thing. And what people can do without distractions and get motivation for it. Alright, so that's what we've got. So it's very interesting. I only wish we could interact a little bit. Hopefully we'll get to interact a little bit more with this thing, but right now it's a lot about searching in the book. Let's see. Taltosh. Ooh, okay. According to folk tradition, Taltosh is a person with supernatural powers. A Taltosh was born with teeth, a 6th finger, or other additional bones. The most important ability of a Taltosh is mediation or spiritual trance. In this state, they could heal wounds and sickness, or learn hidden truths by sending their soul among the stars. Okay, it's sort of like a chosen one with some sort of different trait. I don't see any special words here for us to check out in the books, but it's interesting. In a meditation, spiritual trance, they could heal wounds, sickness, or learn hidden truths by sending their soul among the stars. That's interesting. I feel like that's gonna be important here. Sending the souls. Sounds pretty good. Yeah, it does sound like a positive entity instead of the evil other thingy. What was it? Mumush. Mumush. Ooh, I like this illustration. Did you ever play the super old school dungeon crawler RPGs where you have to draw your own map on grid paper to avoid? Oh, you mean the ones that are like purely text that you have to write, like I walk down 10 miles, or well, not 10 miles, 4 meters to forwards, and then I turn right, that sort of thing. I've never played those, but I don't know. I do like the interaction with something else. Maybe it's not the right game what I'm thinking about. But I like the idea of having to draw a map to figure out where you are. That sort of things I've always enjoyed. What was it? I think there was something like that I did recently. I don't know, like at the beginning when the new Zelda had barely come out, I had to take notes on which sort of combinations of things would work better, and eventually you would start figuring it out. But I like that first part of sort of trying to find out how everything works by yourself. There's another game I like a lot that maybe we could play sometime, but I feel like it's something that you can only play once because it's there's not much of a point in doing it again because it's a puzzle game. But I really like that because it's also like it takes place in a desk and you're just trying to work with different trinkets on top of the desk. It's called The Room. I like that game a lot. It's one of those hidden gems that I love. Alright, let's get back to this. So, the Mumush is an invisible creature that scares children in the Hungarian folklore. It's most often associated with darkness, but there is no description of its shape, even in the beliefs of other people. According to some assumptions, there is no description of its shape anywhere, because for everyone, it is the embodiment of their own fears. Invisible creature. Embodiment of their own fears. Alright. Oh, hello. So, is this thing the Mumush? Looks like the liquid loosened the metal object. Alright, let's first check out the liquid. Interesting. Some sort of dark liquid is flowing out of the holes. And it seems like the liquid is loosening the metal piece, so let's try and pull this out. It's definitely a good idea, not something that's gonna end up terribly. Right? Let's put that back in. Alright. Let's see. Okay. So... Oh no, my light bulb candle got shut down. Okay. What? Okay. The flame extinguished when close proximity to the dark liquid. Interesting. Okay. Got this turned back on. Let's go back. Yeah, probably just released something. Seems to be a nail. Oh god. Okay, cool. So it broke. Should pick up the candle and investigate. Alright. Oh, we have more space to move around and stuff. Okay. So that's my tool. Okay, so we're not in a cave. It was just a report of it being in a cave. Okay. Books, more books. Let's see what we got here. Door. Let's figure out what's happening before I leave. Alright. What's this? So am I gonna die? Oh, no. Please tell me that's just part of my decoration and not something that just appeared. I think this guy would say something. Yeah, so many cool Neolithic artifacts. Okay. Seems very interesting and definitely not creepy at all. There's a mask here, bronze plaque in the form of a human face. Lomatov statue from the 10th century. Alright. What about you? Sculpture of unknown origin, found in Siberia. I do have something of some sort of weird interest in, of course. Stone statue from... What is that noise? What noise? Stone statue from the Urals, possibly used to warn travelers of dangerous places. Okay, cool. Am I dead? I stumble in the darkness, trying to find my way towards the door and away from that wretched thing. I reach out with my hand to find something. There is a wall here. There's a wall here. There's a wall here. Right, so what? There is nothing in front of me. The air feels colder here. There is a wall here, and I feel some sort of moss growing on it. There's a wall here. There's a wall here, and I feel some sort of moss growing on it. There is a wall here. There's a wall here. Yes, I feel the moss, but where? There is nothing in front of me. There's a wall in front of me. There's a wall here. There's a wall here. Is this not where it came from? Am I losing my mind? It's a little bit hard to sort out where am I going. If I knew how the room worked. No, this can't be happening. Whoa. Remember, the matches I keep in my pocket. There is just a single one left. It takes a few seconds before I dare to light it. Okay. This doesn't look like my study anymore. Walls, walls, walls. Oh no, I ran out of the match. Oh god. Excerpt from the newspaper article titled Children of Clay. Just a few months after the disappearance of a esteemed archaeologist and the incident involving a broken artifact, the team working on the remote site in the Urals has made an astonishing discovery. A previously unknown underground chamber containing a dozen similar small clay figures has been discovered. They are already in contact with several universities across the globe to further study them. So it seems like it died. Dead end. Reached the end. Wait, but was that it? It feels like I'd missed stuff. Juanjo Sound. Japanese translation. Brazilian Portuguese translation. Alright, alright. Amazing Orange Dream. Catalan translation. Cool. Original made for Cosmic Horrors Jam and probably has multiple endings. It was fairly short. I think we could give it another run, right? I'm gonna try and raise the music volume a bit. Back. Alright, so what do you say? We try another round and see how it goes? Time is 11:05. I received another artifact from my old friend. Writes again how he misses working with me and his remorse of accident. Immediately felt a chill down my spine, but once again back in the cave, trapped and hopeless. I compose myself. Alright. Oh, okay, so now I get it. So I'm 297. Alright, let's take our notes of this. Because this might be important for the search. Alright. Also, we never got to use this. I'm not sure if there's something important with this. Alright, you evil demon, we're back to releasing you. Alright, let's get started. First, runes.
Close. Now let's go for Robas. Okay. Now, Urdun. Urdun. Oh, didn't click it. I guess I could. Do I need to light this up at the beginning? Urdun. Yes, I got the Urdun. And now, Jugara. Let's not look at the breathing bag this time. Let's touch it. Let's see what it does if I punch it. Yugra. Now, Mush and Taltosh. Embodiment of fears. Oh yes, this is what triggered that. Alright. Cool. Clay. Pottery is a process of forming objects with clay and other raw materials, which are fired at high temperatures to give them a hard and durable form. It is one of the oldest human inventions, originating before the Neolithic period, with ceramic objects dating back to 29,000 and 25,000 before Christ. Alright, whenever they write something with caps, feels like there's an entry there. Alright, maybe not. Kruger plus. Was it Kruger? Krieger? Ural. There we go. The Ural Mountains, or simply the Urals, are a mountain range in Eurasia that runs north-south from the coast of the Arctic Ocean. Kazakhstan, alright. Fragment from von Herberstein's map. Maybe, Kazakhstan. Kazakh. Nothing. Alright. So we got this thing. Yes, I know. Okay, the compass is detecting a magnetic field. At least now we're learning something. Not sure if this could be useful later, but now we know that this thing is sort of magnetic or something. But it wasn't magnetic before we unleashed the demon thing, right? So, alright, let's poke this out. Oh, okay. There it is. Oh. Okay, already broke. It's already out there. Let's get moving then. Oh, now it broke from the back. Last time it broke from the front, remember? No, now it broke. Okay. Hey, Roman. What on earth? I should pick up the candle and investigate. You definitely should. There's no more magnetic field. Alright. I think this is the part where we screwed up last time, so let's try and see what can we find to figure out something new. So, we've got a map. Here's the Yes, I know. Creepy figures, creepy statues here and there. Collection of Neolithic artifacts. Magnet, yeah, but I don't have any sort of inventory, right?
things are scary. Yes. So this was the stone statue. What is that noise? But what noise? I don't hear any. Oh, there you are. Hello. Oh, okay, so now, how do we sort out? Stumble in the darkness, trying to find my way towards the door and away from that wretched thing. Reach out with my hand to find something. There is a wall here. There is nothing in front. The air feels colder here. This feels some sort of moss growing on it. There is a wall here. Nothing in front of me. There is a wall in front of me. There's a wall in front of me. I'm losing my mind. Yeah, so there's a wall here. There's a wall here. No, this can be happening. I guess we screwed up again. Matches, yes. Alright, so where is the mouse? Oh, clicked outside of the game. There's no way out. I'm already stuck. And I died again. I've got headphones on right now, and I don't even. I guess the what's that noise is just to establish that you're gonna find the weird thing on the other side of the room. There are no other endings? Oh. Article titled The Children of Clay. Just a few months after the disappearance of the esteemed archaeologist and the incident involving a broken artifact, team working on a remote site in the Urals previously known. Alright, there has to be at least something new to discover. I know there's at least one entry. Right, can we skip the credits this time? Maybe not. Blah. Search magnet? Sure, I can. Do you mean like as an object? Because I didn't see any magnets here. But I did see the compass. All right, let's see. Originally made for Cosmic Horrors Jam 3 in 2004. It's a really cool game. Anyway, I'm really liking the whole vibe. I wish this had some sort of sequel, because the concept seems incredibly solid. I really like it. I just feel like I wish I could have a little bit more to find out, more to sort. Right, let's give it one more try and see if we can get something else. At least there has to be one entry more to get. Let's see. Ortvai. Focus on my work. Time to start the examination. All right. Maybe don't look, yeah, maybe I shouldn't look for Mamush. I feel like that's what triggers the end of the game. So let's start with, all right, there. So we got runes. From here we get Robas. Cool. Cool. Jura. Who else? Jura. One Herverstein. Herverstein. Messed that up. Krugan. There's no space. 7. B. No. Let's search for the doctor. Ortai. Is it Ortai? Ortvai. Ortvai. No, nothing on the doctor either. Clay, of course. There's no magnetic field yet. Taltosh was fine to look, right? Taltosh. Cool. So we must be missing something else. Artifact. Artifact. Let's see. Artifact. 297. No. Clay. Ortvai. Artifacts. Burial. Pretty weirded out that we can find anything about the doctor itself. Ortvai. No. Screwed up. Ortvai. Magnet, but where's the magnet? Oh yeah, magnet, let's see. Magnet. Nothing. Compass. Magnetic. Seeker. Right. So there's still 3 entries that we're missing, because right now I can write Mumush and then the end of the game is gonna well, if I remove the nail and all that stuff, we're gonna be at the end of the game again. But I feel like there's still 3 terms or 3 words that we need to figure out. I have got no clue. What could they be? Tail? Professor. It's Ural. Ovi, Oveacas. Hungarian scriptures? Yeah, but I don't think that would be so vague as for me to start writing in Hungarian. Eurasia.
a thing with Kazakhstan. Sometimes I mess up and click out of the window and... Oh! Okay, that's new. That is new. Just a common housefly. Yeah. Devil. Seal. Mosh, Ordong, Ural Mountains, Legend of Star that fell to earth, Misfortune, Taltosh. Seventh children being the folk creature Mosh. So we got here 6 and there's one missing. Evil Elif. That'll be crazy. Evil. And now Rosama. Okay. 7? I don't know. 7 sounds like too low. It's too vague. It should be some term that I'm looking for inside of the book. So, okay, so it's getting magnetic. Oh, so it detects the magnetic field just with the back of the... Seems like just the nail itself is magnetic. So good to know, but I'm not sure why would that be useful information. Move. Yeah, it feels weird. It feels like something's missing, right? Especially with all the setup before the end of the game. It feels like there has to be a piece that I'm not getting yet. But alright, maybe we can try. Let's see if we can summon the demon again and see what happens. This doesn't work. Alright. Maybe there is some information about the number. Is the nail magnetic? Yes, it seems like the nail. But the statue is... Oh no. It does have cat ears, right? Very cute. Let's see. Cat girls. Let's see. Unfortunately, there's no archaeological information on cat girls. We might find something eventually. One day the science will be able to figure it out. Find the origin of cat girls. Alright, so let's bring out the evil itself. Hello. Interesting, some sort of liquid is flowing out. Maybe I can take a closer look at the liquid itself. Nothing? No fly? No weird stuff? What if the script changed? It's the same thing. blood. Could not find anything relevant. Back. Should we pull out the nail? Runes. Urnum clay yugra taltosh. Orco. Where we search the other runes? Orkhon. Orkhon. Futhark. Let's see. No. I know it's not the right rune, I just was trying to see if there's any information out there. For real? Not find anything relevant. Terms from the map, but there's so many, it seems too vague. The map's got so many places. Ivhra. Let's search Ivhra. Ivhra. Nothing relevant. URL. Oveaca, Santa Rosa, Origo. Origo, Oveacas. I already checked Harberstein or whatever it is. Yeah, Herberstein. Yeah, I did check that, but there was no Herberstein. Nothing. 987. Artifact 987 is gonna be an official Beetle plush toy from 2000 years ago. Figure statue. Let's see. Wait. Check the spelling once more. Herberstein. Von Stein. What I find weird is that the name of the guy who sent us the statue isn't in the book. Neither whoever sent the book nor the place where this thing was discovered. I feel like those should be something, right? Krugan, maybe? No. Oh no. Clay Mosquito 987. Shadow Realm. We're definitely going to the Shadow Realm with this. Research out of game. I don't know. Feels like it would be a little bit of cheating. I think that it should be somewhere around here, but let's see. Let's summon the devil again. Alright. Yes. What on earth?
Solonov. There was a statue and the sculpture was like Solonov. Alright, let's see if we can find it. Oh, I keep doing that stuff. Okay. Solonov statue. Let's see if we can find it. So we have to go all the way here till the creepy statues were somewhere. I know, creepy statues, hallway. Vinca. Alright, let's write that down. Vinca statue. Vinca. Shigir idol. Here it's just like a bunch of random stuff, but nothing specific. Wait, okay. So this is back where I was. I cannot go back to my desk. Yeah, there's my desk. Anything here? Something within the books? No. This way. Yeah. Lomovatov statue. Siberia. Let's try Siberia then. I'm not sure. I don't feel like any of this are gonna work. Bronze plaque in the form of a human face. Right. Time to meet our breathing blob thingy. Let's see. Hello. Also, there's a box here. I feel like this is too well made for it not to be an important prop or something. Like, look at it. It's just right there. Dark stains to the right. Okay, so I could turn right here. Stone statue from what is that noise? Okay. Okay, yeah, there is. There's nothing in front of me. It feels colder here. There's a wall here, moss. Wall here. Nothing in front of me. There's a wall in front of me. There's nothing in front of me. Wall here. I feel some sort of moss growing on it. There's a wall here. There's nothing in front of me. There's nothing in front of me. Okay. There's a wall in front of me. There's a wall here. There's a wall here. This is not where I came from. Alright, so now we're trapped, and that's the end. So it's a wall. Am I losing my man? There's walls everywhere, and now we pull out the thingy and we die. Wow. So yeah, we're in the cave. There's nowhere to go, and now we die.
Pandora. All right.
cannot find those last 3 words, which is weird, but let's see. Let's try and just put in the words that we found right now, like the Vinca, Shigir, Lomatov. And if that doesn't work, then I guess we can just go to a DLC and watch the making of, because I don't feel like we're gonna make it much further with this. I just saw my stupid, creepy idol face. I forgot I had that on. 3 more words are like a lot, yeah. Right, children of clay. One last try. Still can't believe the name of the doctor is not Ortvai, Professor Ortvai. There's no way that doesn't work with. But well. Artifact. So it's artifact, not artifact. I thought that this needed an I. And Kurgan Burial. I did put that. Kurgan. Alright. Well, let's see. Kurgan. No. Ortvai. Artifact. That's 297. Nope. Alright. So let's check those. Shigi. Nothing here. Vinca. Nothing. Lomovatov. Nope. So I got nothing. Alright. Yeah. Momosh. Hello. So I guess we die now. Well, like Easter eggs. Yeah, maybe there are Easter eggs, but I don't feel like searching in Google and just... I think I could rather... Womp womp womp, yeah. Take a candle and let's go die real quick. This way. Now this way. And here we go. Wait, where's the creepy Mustang? It's not over here. So that thing appears out of nowhere? No, it's over here, yeah. There we go. Like here and over here. There it is. Yeah. I like how they made the animation have sort of this very gritty sensation. It seems like there is. I mean, it's a very low budget game, I guess, but yeah, it feels like I'm missing something. There's a wall here, yes, just this is where I die. Can I just speedrun it like this? Reach out with my left hand, find a wall. There's nothing in front of me. Moss, wall, nothing. Wall, there's nothing. Oh, here, moss. There's a wall here, there's nothing. There's a wall here, there's a wall. There's nothing in front of what? this way. There's a wall here. There's a wall in front of me. There's nothing. Moss. So I do have to make my way to Cold Light Rock. That's a new one. There's nothing in front of me, but feels very cold, like rock. There's a wall here. There's a wall here. There's nothing in front of me. There's a wall in front of me. There's a wall here. There's a wall here. There's where I come from. Alright, here we go. I'm losing my mind and we are stuck. This is where we die. Cool. We'll definitely checking out more sound. And yeah, the light's going out and I'm gone. Just a few months after the disappearance of these Timor killers, there's no particular search term here either. But alright. I guess I really like the ambience. It's got a really nice mood. It works for the. It's like Michael Parker. It's a really interesting atmosphere. It makes you feel, I don't know, like you're part of whatever's going on. And I also like it because it's not very complicated. It's very simple, but it works really well. It gives you this creepy, uneasy feeling without having like a very complex melody or that sort of stuff. It's just like ambient sound, very gentle, and just playing a couple of little sounds here and there, and then very good sound designs for all those tiny sort of jump scares. Yeah, I liked it a lot. Alright, so then I guess we're not gonna find the rest, but let's check out the DLC and see what we find here. This project was originally made for the Cosmic Horrors Jam in 2024, with the idea of making a small game where a player inspects a cursed object. Due to a time limit, I decided to focus on just one object and try to make a whole short experience around it. For the lore behind the object, I've drawn the European and Hungarian folklore, which is a topic I have been interested in lately, and there are many inspiring works of art I could mention, for example, the works of Lovecraft or the short horror games of James. First concept art. The first idea was to sculpt the artifact in 3D, then render it from different sides, but I quickly realized that I might just as well sculpt it with clay and take photos and just keep it all in 2D, which I am more familiar with. After some initial sketching, I settled on the idea of a little humanoid figure, sitting or crouching, and then started working with air drying clay. Had to go through a few versions before I found the final one. Artifact sketches. It was a cat. There you have it, little cat thingy. Hey, look at that. Those good old sculpting tools. We've used those in stream. The first sculpt, this one turned out to be too much like an embryo or some alien creature, and I wanted something that looked more like an actual old carving or sculpture of a deity. Makes sense. It feels a little bit too blocky. Also, doesn't have like a very interesting silhouette. Second sculpt, I wanted to see if I can do something other than an actual face. I felt this one was interesting and had more Lovecraftian style, but it still felt a bit too fantastical. Too clearly not a real archaeological object. Yes, I liked the blend and how they made it feel as it's actually something you could actually find in a cave. Something someone made, I don't know, like hundreds of years ago.
The final version. The final version, I realized that I wanted something that was not too scary, just a bit odd. Something that felt real and would make the players ask, what is this little thing? Ah, yes, this one does look like an SCP. Very, very much. Oh, we have one of these lights. I use these lights for stop motion animation. It's an IKEA light. They're great. These lights are amazing for working in stop motion. And I've also seen other people use these for other stuff. Like there were some couple of projects made with Lego that I found online, and when I saw the making of, they had the same lights, and they don't make them anymore. But I love these lights; they are great. Yeah, these lights are amazing. They're really good. When the sculpture was done, it was time to animate it. I placed it on top of a wooden cabinet, lit it with a lamp, and just used my phone to take photos of it. Between every photo, I rotated a little bit, because I imagined the visual would be dark and grainy anyway. It was not necessary to have a professional studio with good cameras and lights. It makes sense. I'll just say that these lights, even though they're not the most expensive ones, they are very good. They're much better than anyone would expect. They're incredibly good for stop motion animation because they're small, they are like a very hard light, and they also give you no flickering when you're taking pictures. They don't anymore. They sort of do. Actually, I do think this one is one of the newer editions, but the previous ones, the designs they had, I don't know, back in 2018, those were even better. They were a little bit harder, the light was a little bit stronger, and the shape of the arm was a little bit longer, so you had a little bit more flexibility. I do have a couple of those, but I also have some of the new ones that have this sort of shape in the head, and they are also very good, but they're slightly softer and slightly warmer. I like the other one because it was more of a neutral light. It still wasn't fully white, but it was less yellow than these ones. And yeah, I don't know. That's me rambling about this very simple detail of the light they use. I can't believe this guy uses the same lights that I've used for a couple of projects. But yeah, the new ones work all right, but the previous ones were way better. But yeah, if you ever want to get started and want some good lights, the IKEA lights, I think they're called Navalinge or something, you know, with a bunch of umlauts and weird stuff, because Europeans like to put fun characters on top of their letters. But yeah, the Navalinge lamps, Navalinge, I don't know Scottish or Swedish. It's Swedish, right? Yeah, I don't know any Swedish, but they're very good lamps, and they're really helpful and probably not that expensive. They're just simple desk lamps from IKEA. And you can make really good stuff with this, especially when you're doing small stuff like this. Right, let's see. After that, I imported all the photos into TV Paint animation, where I had to manually erase the background on all the frames. TV Paint is a 2D animation software for frame-by-frame animation, so it's not really made for editing photos. But time was short during the game jam, so I just went with what I drew, with what I knew. Also, I edited the contrast and the colors a bit. Yeah, I really liked how they play with the contrast, and it feels very grainy, like an very old picture. It gives a nice feeling of, I don't know, uneasiness and uncanniness, and of it being something unknown. Yes, Navalinge, exactly what Delphine put right there. That's the lamp that you can get if you want to make some stop motion animation. They are great. They are absolutely great. So yeah, all hail IKEA. For the parts where the sculpture changes, I had to paint in those changes digitally. Oh, right, so he didn't break the sculpture itself. It made the illusion of it being broken. That's interesting. Well, it makes sense because it seemed like the clay wasn't hollow, it was a solid piece of clay, so there wouldn't be anything to actually break. Then it was time to export all the different layers and import them into Unity to work with sprite animations. I used Power Sprite Animator plugin by Powerhoof to make all the game logic. An Adventure Creator asset was used. It is a Unity asset that makes it possible to create a point-and-click game without the need to write any code. Unity and Adventure Creator. So it seems like they're I don't know, like scheduling different events depending on where they click, what happens. Cool. Next page. From a photo of the sculpture to the screenshot. Looks really good. I really like how it turned out and how it feels. Is it the same desk? Or no, yes it is. Even this little scratch that annoyed me a lot because I felt like it was a hidden message or something. It seems like it was only a simple scratch in the actual desk. It looks really well, and then they have the white background that they ended up turning into fully black. Cool. The backgrounds were made by bashing together photos and painting on them and applying some effects like gain. For the ending sequence, around 30 backgrounds had to be created. Yeah, there are a lot of backgrounds, even though it doesn't seem like it. Or like the room feels small, but it actually has a lot of different elements. Thank you for reading this short making of and supporting me. Hope it was interesting to see a bit about the process of using stop motion animation in the game. Of course it was. I really loved it. Thank you, Balal. Oh god. Balats. Great to watch all of the work you did. It's really, really interesting. Ah, man. This is really cool. I really hope there's some sort of sequel to this. I know it's a very small game, but the concept is incredibly solid. I feel like they could actually sell this to any sort of, like a small publisher would be willing to put a couple of bucks into this and make something like not as complicated. Well, not that it's, I mean, not as complicated as a AAA game, but good enough to expand a lot on what this did. And I feel like it would be very, very cool. The best part of the making of was the lamp. Yes, I don't know. It's just very. I find it very silly that I always find those sort of stupid details because I'm the only one who cares about that stuff. But yeah, I don't know. It's just whenever you're working with this, you end up being very observing a lot of the different details and the tools that end up being very useful. So yeah, I don't know. The lamp. Good old Navalinge lamp for the win. There you go. Delphing's got the spelling all over there, so you can get it and Google it and find it. I hope they redesigned it eventually and make something slightly more like the ones that they had before. Those were really, really perfect. But well, so cool. I guess that was the Children of Clay. There's still 3 entries that we didn't get in the diary, but I don't know. I don't have any clue of what could they be. But I really like the game. I like the vibe. I really, really wish there was more of this. I love this sort of game. So yes, as I was saying, this reminds me of one of my very favorite games. That's actually, well, I think you can find it on PC, but the first time I played it was on mobile, and it's a puzzle game called The Room, and it's pretty much about solving puzzle boxes, but it's like very weird, little bit magical puzzle boxes that, and it feels very similar because it's you on a desk and you're trying to figure out how to open a certain drawer or a certain door, and you find a little compartment hidden in the back of the leg of the little box, and then you can, if you twist that thing around, maybe another lock comes off, and it's a lot about tinkering and playing with stuff, and it reminds me a lot of that one. And I
I know I really like, but the thing that I really liked with this one is that it's got a lot more of a horror feel into it. And I don't know, it feels like a very, very good combination, set of ideas. I feel like there's a lot of potential in this. I know this is a very simple game. It was probably made. I'm not sure if all of this was made for the Game Jam, because it feels. I mean, for a Game Jam game, it feels very well done. If it's like something that was made in a week or a couple of days, that's insane. But yeah, I feel like this is something that should be expanded on. I really like the idea, the feeling of the game. It just screams a lot of potential. Yeah, I did check his Twitter before too, and I saw some other things, but I'm not sure if those were made by him or if it was just him liking posts from other game devs and stuff. But yeah, I don't know. I really wish there was more of this. I feel like this could be very, 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 very cool and very, very niche sort of game that could really creep people out, because even though they're like very little, very subtle, all those tiny jump scares, they kind of really got me out of my, like, I don't know, I didn't, not fully jumping out of my chair, but it was like, whoa, what's going on? And then there was a lot of intrigue, and I love this. Yeah, Twitter formats confuse me. Yeah, it's weird. Played it a while ago, and it was a lot shorter. The game ended. What you took out the needle. So this is the extended version, huh? So it's even longer. Maybe what you played was actually the Game Jam build, you know? And now it's like the full release sort of thing. And I understand why it's so long. Well, why would it be so... It feels weird. It's like... It probably took a lot of assets, a lot of backgrounds to make the ending part of the game, and it's also sort of the part that you don't get to experience that much. So it feels like it's a lot of resources spent on some part that doesn't deliver as much as simply working on the desk itself. But I understand why it would be hard to work on even more backgrounds and more settings and more stuff. It definitely feels like a lot of work. Making every single background, every single asset, even if they're pictures, it's still a lot of work to mixing and matching them together. Full release like that painting horror game? I don't know what painting horror game you mean. It ended when... Can't write today. Been there, been there. But yeah, I don't know, it was really fun. I like that. I really hope there's more of this eventually. Oh well, so I guess that would be it. I'm not sure if there's anything else we could do today. Let's try and go back to... What? Hello. So, okay, let's... Game is muted. Yeah, there we go. Now let's watch the video of Uriel playing this game. Who's Uriel? Haven't checked Dubtunes. Oh yeah, we didn't check the... I don't... No, we did check them, but it's very simple. It's just like... Oh, give me 1 second. Oh, what? Here we are. Yeah, this is the options. It's just simply... Music volume, sound effects volume, language. You can change it. Hungarian. That's really cool.
like the fact that it has many languages. But yeah, that's everything here. Shells of... What? Hello, Shells of Kaimari? VTuber we read a while ago. Oh, really? Let's see. Oh, yes, I remember we did read her. I think she was one of the first ones we rated. Okay, let's check it out then. Give me a second. Just so I can sort this out real quick. I have to quit the game. Bye bye. Let's see. No, not you. What? Let's see. Children of Clay. So I was seeing earlier. Yeah. There's about to be. Seems like there's gonna be a crazy crackdown on top of YouTube and all the clippers, and even Fillion's clip channel got blasted, I think. Look at the game content. It says making a Mac build of it and started to work on the next game. Ah, yeah, there's gonna be a next game. That sounds great. I would love that. It feels really, really cool. Cool. I really hope the next game manages to have a bit more of a budget, a bit more of a room to play with. All right, so let me see. So let's check out. It's a shortish video, but I guess I'll have to do the usual fair use stuff. But all right, I've got the video over here. Let me just. Always have a great stream and a great day. Have to do homework. All right, good luck with your homework, Krieger. See you later. All right, so next Sunday we're gonna have our animation stream. Just a reminder. It's gonna be the same deal all day, and you can join whenever you want, and you'll be able to see anything we've done up to that point. And yeah, other than that, yep. Hope you take care. See you later, Krieger. Sequel or something? It might be something completely different, but I trust the artist. So even if it's something different, I think they have a good understanding of how to make something good. So either or, if it's Children of Clay 2 or something else, I think it would be fine either way. All right, so let's try. I've got this one right here. Let's see how Uriel did with this. Oh, it's muted.
The Children of Clay. So this is a Ortve. Motion. I feel like it's kind of a lost art now, especially
Hey.
everything moving to like 3D animation. So I'm super excited. Honestly, I might even buy the making of the DLC. I'm so
Yeah, that's great. Seems like you really like stop motion. That's good.
curious.
Then
I'm so curious.
let's see how it goes. I don't know. It feels like it's gonna
Time
be
is 5
one
and 40
more
past 11.
replay.
I've
We already
received
did
another artifact
3
from
of
my
these.
old friend, Professor Ort.
So yeah, Professor
He
Ortvai.
writes again about how he misses working with me out in the field. And his remorse about the accident.
So
I immediately felt a chill down my spine.
also,
Was once
I
again
think it would be fun if they elaborated a little bit in this backstory, like what sort of accident that the protagonist have, or what happened to the professor.
back in the cave.
It feels like there's a
trapped
very
and hopeless.
nice amount of,
And
I don't know,
I
plot
composed
holes that can be filled with
myself.
cool
I need to focus my work.
information. And
Time to start the examination.
so let's see.
Okay, I guess we're gonna see. Name.
Also, I think the number 297 should have done something. I don't know. I'm
Artifact,
wondering if Uriel found something
Animal
else.
R297
Another
site.
clue that we didn't get. We were missing 3 clues, so
Kurgan burial mound.
there
Seven-
must be something else. We got clay. We got.
/B.
We tried with Kurgan, and there
Burial
wasn't
mountains.
anything there
Material
either.
clay. Age unknown. Function unknown. So this game, we just have to like observe this clay artifact. It's kind of like a detective game. I don't know what to observe for, to be honest, but I'm excited. Ugh. No? What is it? This is like iron filament, maybe? No?
Yeah, the compass was a very weird element. That it also
I
was
hope you-
interesting, but it felt like it
Hey,
didn't
this
end up
feature resembles a human face.
going
Let's
anywhere.
look for clay, maybe.
So it was interesting to find out that
Okay.
the goop was.
Pottery is the process of forming
Alright, interesting. She went straight for clay.
objects
This
with
was
clay
one
and other raw materials,
we missed
which are
in our first
fired
run.
at high temperatures to give them a hard and durable form.
But yeah,
It's one of the
clay.
oldest human inventions, originating before the Neolithic period, which with ceramic objects dating back to 29,000 to 25,000 BC. Wow, that's far.
So as far as I know, I think this sculpture here is one of the oldest ones that there are, or it's very similar to one of the oldest sculptures out there, called what, the Venus of something. There are many iterations of this sort of faceless statue with very wide hips from very, very long ago.
1000 BC. Wow, that's far. Actually, did you... Wait, hold up. Let me just show you real quick. So this is a picture of a woman. You know, in the past, they really like thick, curvy women. So a lot of the statues of the past of women were like super wide with large breasts. A lot of them didn't have heads, actually, surprisingly. But I think it's because it represented fertility. You want to turn to that? The face. Yeah, I tried pottery once. It didn't end very well. I made a clay bell in class. Actually, if I have
Actually, never.
a picture, I'll show it right now.
Oh god. I've actually never tried anything related to pottery, I think. Yeah, I did make some, but they were polymer clay, not really actual clay like that you, well, similar, but I feel like it's not quite the same thing. I have used clay for a couple of molds, but I never used it for,
As you can see, it's mildly horrifying.
I don't know, making mildly horrifying.
I tried making a bell, and I'm like, you know what? It'd be cool if I put a human face on it, you know? Because I love horror, so I'm like, of course I have to make a horror bell. I did not take it home because I felt like it would bring a lot of bad luck, so I just left it there. My bell is probably somewhere in the school. There, just,
Oh, it was a bell.
I don't want to say rotting away, but just scaring people.
I wonder how
All right.
how the bell sounded.
If for some reason you happen to see the bell, just ignore it. You don't know who made it. Whoa. Ooh. Hello there. I don't know what to expect. The face. Let's search up face.
So I wonder what toggles the fly to appear. If it's, you need to search for a couple of things and then is when the fly appears, or it's just a thing that happens. But I remember the fly only appeared once when we played it.
I cannot find anything relevant.
No, wait. Dolphin says, did hollow clay figure modeling in early high school. It was both kind of fun and horribly unintuitive. Alright. That's curious. Yeah, I've never worked with clay. I've worked with clay only to make molds, but I feel like that's got nothing to do with pottery. It's just like adding blobs to a flat surface and that's it.
Okay.
Let's see.
Let me search this then. Oh, I thought I could open it for a sec. Oh, there. I can. Let's threaten it. Threaten it. You better talk. Wait. Oh, candle.
That sort of element is what I feel that the game could expand on a lot, and feels very. It feels like it pulls you into the game, like you're part of the scenery, and you have to sort of figure out little things, little details around you beyond the. I mean, all the finding the information is really cool, and I think it's also really interesting, like having to find data, and it's faster if you can just sort of Google stuff and find out like all the. Well, you only have to figure out which words there are, but I feel like they could expand on that too. Like maybe you could do the same thing but using different books, and maybe you'll find something in one book and not in another book, and that way it just makes the puzzle slightly more complicated. Like find the right thing in the right book, and maybe that can make the experience a little bit more challenging, I guess. Basically, what would make claim works and layer them on top of each other into the shape of the figure. Also, it was a figure like human figure, or what sort of figures were you making then? Weird, I've never heard of that sort of process. Let's see what she did then.
Okay, I can't put that on fire,
I
but
want to see how she reacts
I can
when
put you on fire. But
this
we'll
weird
find out
stuff starts happening.
You scared? You scared now that there's light? Buddy? I don't know what to do. Should I just tell you, hey, you scared, buddy? You scared what I'm gonna do with this?
I remember seeing the couple of posts in Reddit of this game. And I remember seeing, like, hey, I'm making a stop motion game, and like very simple, like developer posts that seemed very interesting. I really liked it, but yeah, they were very. I saw them, I don't know, like a couple of times, but I never thought much about it. And now that the full game is released, I remember seeing like the desk and the sculpture in the middle. It's really cool. Well, beaching out of the water. Oh, so you really made like complex figures, not really simple human. You're actually making animals and water and stuff. Tried making human statues. I've never heard of that process of making worms and placing them together, but I guess in the end you ended up smoothing the surface and making like an even piece, even though on the inside they were all made of tiny worms.
Do you know any fear? Buddy? I don't know what to expect here. Maybe here? Hello? Maybe I just have to keep it there. No. That was not the play. Yeah, how if I... Maybe I... What if I do curse? No. Can I rotate?
Nothing.
I can!
There we go.
Oh my gosh, that's where the claymation comes. Oh, looks like a metal object embedded in the artifact. It doesn't seem like it is possible to extract it. Maybe.
You know what's interesting? That it also tells a little bit more of a story, because the fact that it has a nail in the back makes me feel like, so this is a very ancient artifact, right? Like it's said right there in the game itself. It's what, about 1,000 years old or something, but nails aren't that old, right? So I'm guessing someone already opened the container and somehow sealed it back in a much modern age, because they would probably not have any nails back when the first sculpture was made. So I feel like that's interesting, having a second. So this might be the third time this creature gets unleashed into the world.
I can find out what kind of metal it is. What? Metal. The compass is detecting a magnetic field.
Yeah, and then she got the
Okay.
magnetic field.
Awesome. Metal.
Metal. Oh, so I
let's
missed that
see.
one.
The earliest archaeological support of smelting hot metallurgy is dated around
So there's one we could have found.
6,500 6,000, 5,000. There, I can count. BC. The most common metals found on archaeology sites are iron, copper, lead, tin, zinc, and other alloys. Because iron is magnetic, it can be easily distinguished from the rest. It's iron.
Yep, there's one.
Okay, perfect. Iron, that helps a lot. Thank you. The earliest known ironwork
Wait, what?
is dated.
Oh, there's
Port of
another one.
smelting hot
Iron?
metallurgy is dated around tin, zinc, and other alloys. Because iron is magnetic, it can be easily distinguished from the rest. It's iron. Okay, perfect. Iron, that helps a lot. Thank
Alright, so there's two.
you. The earliest known ironwork is dated from 3500 BC and made from meteoric iron. There are two main types of ironwork.
Meteoric iron.
Wrought iron or cold iron and cast iron. So cast and wrought. Cast iron is long and varied tradition in the mythology and folklore in the world. Okay, cold iron. Cold iron.
Alright, there it is. Those are the
Cold
three that
iron
we
is
missed.
historically believed to repel, contain, or harm ghosts. Perfect. Fairies, witches, and other malevolent supernatural creatures. This belief continued into later superstitions in a number of forms.
Cold iron. Oh,
So this is a good
Right.
guy.
so Uriel managed
a
to
good
find
guy.
everything we didn't
Can I light on fire?
find in their first run. And their second run. In 6 minutes.
No. Okay. What now?
We were thinking too cryptic. I still feel like there should have been some sort of information on the Professor Ortvai or something, but
There seems to be some sort of runes, but I don't recognize this type. Maybe I could find something in my books. Perfect. Let's go runes.
there's
Runes.
exactly the same path we
Oh.
ran through.
Okay, the examples of runes and runiform writings. The letter U written using different runes. Or Con runes, Rovis runes, Uthark runes. Let's take a picture of this. I don't think I'm gonna remember that. Okay, picture obtained. Okay. Oh crap. I did write it down. Okay, this is Rovis runes, right?
Okay.
Yeah, that has to be
Tools struggled a
Rovis.
bit here trying to figure out.
Rovis runes.
Ah,
Rovis
yeah, I don't know where
runes.
I missed the part.
Okay, just Rovis.
Robust.
Rovis.
I missed the part where it was written like, backwards. Writing was partially forced down. Writing system. Oh, usually written from right to left. Yeah, that's the final line, and I completely missed it before. And now there's an ad. Cool. Let's wait for the ad to end. Oh, now I see that the chat's completely invisible. Well, not completely, but it's hard to read over there. Okay, let me, because I could sort it out. Oh, it's muted.
To write this down. The Rovis script, or Old Hungarian runes, is a writing system used for writing in the Hungarian language. Is this real? After the establishment of the Christian Hungarian kingdom, the old writing system was partly forced out of use, and the Latin alphabet was adopted. However, among some professions, the script had remained in use. For example, shepherds used it to track the number of animals. Oh? Well, I don't see any numbers here.
So
Interesting.
maybe,
The
alright.
old Hungarian letters were
Bit of
usually
a
written
reset to
from
the chat, but maybe now you can see comments in our video.
right to left. Right to left. Oh, and I can use
Right
this.
to left.
Perfect. Okay, I'm a genius.
Yeah, I missed
I'm so glad that they wrote it on the bottom so I can see it. That's such a nice quality of life feature. You. Okay. What's that one?
Urt. What was it?
You
Urtung?
are.
Urtnung?
I think it's a R, right? You are. Your. Subset and cross. Your. Yord.
Urtung.
Yord. Erd. It's Erd, right?
Urtung.
Erd. Urdu. Urdu. Urdoon. Urdoon.
Urtung 987.
What's the last one? Urdoon. Urdoon. I can't see it. I'm blind. Oh, that's L, right? That has to be L. Right? No, I don't think it's L. Erdunal.
Urdung.
Erdun. Huh. No, it has to be L then. So that is Erdunal. Erdunal. That can't be right.
Not quite.
Erdunal.
Let's see.
Right to left, so G.
There we go. It's the G.
Erdunga.
Alright.
Ordung.
Urdung. Shape-shifting demonic creature.
That took a while. That took a while. Okay. Erdung is a shape-shifting demonic creature from early Hungarian paganism. In pre-Christian beliefs,
I'm pretty sure it was the exact same with me. I wasn't even figuring out that it was written the other way around. So I think she did even better than I did.
lower world and helped God in creating the earth. After Christianization,
Also found interesting that they have this sort of image number 1, and there's never, like, the numbering here is never brought up again. Not sure if this was supposed to lead to something.
it was identified with the devil. One of the oldest Erdung myths is recorded in the Ugra tablet, found in Ural Mountains. Illustration of the devil, from the Codex Gigas, 13th century.
Codex Gigas.
What I search up now? Codex Gigas? Gigas? Okay. Codex Gigas. Codex.
Probably there's nothing
Gigas.
with Codex Gigas because we already have.
No.
Yeah.
Let's just do Gigas. Gigas. No? Well, let's just devil. Oh. Devil. No, okay, I guess we're good. Let's just search up here. Maybe there's something here. No, I don't see anything here.
What was the next step of the Urdung? I don't remember.
Curious, the feature resembles a tail. It does look like a cute tail. Let's search up tail. No? What now? The face. The iron object.
Little nail.
Should I look at Erdung again? Erdung.
Urdung.
So this is number 1, but what do I do
So
now?
there's the Yugra.
Your head looks like an acorn,
Bit.
kinda. Shape-shifting demonic creature.
See, she looks for Yugra. There
That
we go.
has to be something. There.
There it is.
Found in the Ural Mountains, the Ugra tablet depicts the legend of a star that fell to Earth, and out of the star, the 7 children of Erdung crawled out. According to the legends, the children caused misfortune, sickness, and death to mankind, but the brave Taltosh, okay, that's the next one. Taltosh uses cunning to lure and trap the creatures.
Alright,
Out
we're
of the
getting
7
to the good
children,
part.
only
Let's see what
6 are
happens when
depicted on the tablet.
it's gonna
This
get
could
interesting
be because
when
of
she
damage, but one
search for
hypothesis states that
Mamush.
this is the evidence for the 7 children being the folk creature Mumush. Okay, let me take a picture of this. There's like 2 keywords here. Okay, let's do Taltosh first. I'm so curious how much of this is like based in reality and how much is fiction. According to the folk tradition, Taltosh is a person with in
Right.
this state they
So we know this part. Also, this felt interesting. It was a very interesting bit that I also felt like it didn't lead into anywhere in particular, like having a benevolent figure, and everything
Could
else
heal
here
wound.
seems pretty evil.
Mumush is the next
And
one.
you only get the evil
Mamush.
thing. And okay, here's the fun
The
part.
Mumush is an
Let's see.
invisible
Let's see what happens once she closes the book.
creature that scares children in Hungarian folklore. It is most often associated with darkness, but there is no description of its shape, even in the beliefs of other peoples. According to some assumptions, there is no description of its shape anywhere, because for everyone, it is the embodiment of their own fear.
And there it is.
Oh, interesting. Some sort of
Black
dark liquid
ooze.
is flowing of the holes. That's great that you did that, because I didn't know what to search up next. The dark liquid. Looks like the dark liquid loosened the metal object. Let's pull it out. Ugh. Whoa! Stop motion is so cool.
I'm not sure if that was stop motion. I feel like that nail was probably digital, just like the rest, like what we saw in the DLC, that the front was edited out with just some compositing.
What?
Most likely the nail was same deal, I guess.
Hello there. Okay, let's light this up.
And yep,
Interesting.
this is how it
It
ends.
seems to be a nail. I think that was kind of important. I think I'm accidentally releasing a demon. Whoa. What on earth? I should pick up the candle and investigate. Remove the nail. Oh no, I unsealed it.
And
Oh no.
so here's where it
Oh, what?
gets.
Are you sure I want to turn my back on that thing?
I think.
This is really cool, but I'm also very unsettled.
I mean, the only big bit over here is
Okay, my heartbeat.
moss
Can you
thing.
hear it?
Slightly later. Let's see if we can.
More dark stains. They lead to the left. Oh dear. Good beginner
There it is.
archaeology class. A stone statue from. What was that
Let's
noise?
see how. Let's see how she handles the moss thing. Oh, you know, that part wasn't addressed in the DLC. I feel like it would be fun if they told how that was made, because I'm not sure if it was actually stop motion or not. It seems like it was. It was a really cool effect.
The dark stains lead to the right.
That thing.
Oh, is that? Oh dear. Oh dear. I stumble in the darkness, trying to find my way towards the door and away from that wretched thing. I reach out with my hand to find something. There's a wall here.
Yeah, this is the hard
There's
part.
nothing in front of me.
There's a wall. There's a wall. There's
I
another
reach out
wall.
with my left hand and find a wall. It feels cold to the touch. Okay. There's a wall here. There's a wall here. There's nothing here in front of me. The air feels colder here. There's a wall here, and I feel some sort of moss growing on it.
Moss.
Moss? There's nothing in front of me. There's nothing in front of me. There's a wall in front of me. There's a wall here. Oh no, it's a maze, isn't it? Huh? This is not where I came
And
from.
there it is. No,
Oh no, I'm cursed.
no, she's done.
Am I losing my mind?
YouTube Premium is
Wow. Skip.
There's a wall here.
Where?
There's a wall in front of me. There's a wall here. No, this can't be happening. Uh-oh.
Walls
I remember the matches I
everywhere.
kept in my pocket. There's just a single one left. What? There's a lot when I last saw it. It takes a few seconds before I dare to light it. Uh-oh. I'm sorry I messed with you. I'm sorry I messed with you.
And
Oh
yeah,
no.
there's the end. Just
Oh,
rocks
no.
everywhere, and the match dying out.
Oh no. Well, once this light goes out, I'm kind of screwed. I should have put...
Hmm.
Why can't I relight the candle that I carried with me? I'm screwed. I hope this is just a dream. Excerpt from the news article titled The Children of Clay. Just a few moments after the disappearance of the esteemed archaeologist and the incident involving a broken artifact, the team working on the remote site in the Urals have made an astonishing discovery. A previously unknown underground chamber containing a dozen similar small clay figures has been discovered. They're already in contact with several universities across the globe to further study them. Oh, they're gonna be trapped, like me, in the walls. Dead end. I reached the end. Created by Balas Ronyai. That was such a good game. Oh my gosh. I would love a longer version. I would pay for a longer version.
You see, we agree. We want more of this. Secret bad ending would be that secret box on the shelf, opening only to load an ad. Yeah. I didn't know of anyone who played this game, so it's cool to see that someone else played it. But yeah. Well, I guess that's about it. Well, that was fun, but I think we probably should call it a night. I don't know if there's anything else. Well, we already played the game. I'm gonna be setting up stuff between today and tomorrow for the next animation stream. I want to get started. Well, the first thing I want to animate with is our good old pipe prop, which I have right here next to me. Can you hear it? It doesn't sound like it. Thought it would make more of a pipe sound. Doesn't just sound like plastic. But yeah, we have the pipe over here. Wanna get to animate that this weekend, see how that goes. She seems cool. I think I could try and see a bit more of what she does. Don't know her that well, but I could take a look whenever I see her. And also, I guess our schedules have aligned a couple of times. I've been able to raid you over there. More than a baby pipe, it's a plastic pipe. It's a trick. But I needed it to be lighter so Evil can carry it. Pipes. Yeah, we're gonna get into that. That's what we're gonna start with, most likely, on Sunday. But yeah, so that was cool. It was fun. Oh, wait, that's the first emote that actually makes it through to the chat on screen. Well, it's not an emote, it's an emoji, right? But I don't know, still trying to figure out how that stuff works, and I'm trying to make sure I'm able to make the chat better. Bit by bit, I still need to work on it, but I'm starting to figure it out. But okay, so yeah, we're gonna be making the pipes themselves next Sunday. You know, same deal. We're gonna be animating all day. You can join whenever you want. We're gonna be spending a lot of time there, but you don't need to feel forced to stay there all day. But yeah, it's gonna be fun. Let's see how many shots we manage to make this time. I think we can make a little bit more than before, but only know once we do it. And other than that, yeah, next week we might have our first collab with a friend of mine, and that's going to be on Wednesday. But I still haven't fully planned the stuff, so let you know eventually. But I feel like it's gonna work. And other than that, I guess that could be it for tonight. Yeah, I think it's good. We spent some fun time with the game, and it was cool. Maybe I should go back to my regular head. Give me a second. Whoop. Oh, more scuff. Hello. Yeah, there we go. So yeah, that was fun. Let's see, what else can we play later on? But let's get back to the important stuff, which is animating. Hey, glad you liked it, Trova. Good to see you around. I'm pretty sure. Well, how do I say this? It seems like the broken screen is really starting to take a toll on your commenting, which it's all right, but that sucks. So, but yeah, don't worry. I'm glad you managed to be here, and hope you enjoyed it. You stuck around, and good. It was fun hanging around and spending a lot of time talking about IKEA lamps. I never thought we would be talking about IKEA lamps in today's stream, but we ended up finding one on the wild, which was really fun. So yeah, made a full experience out of a 15-minute game. Yeah, it was fun, and it's part of actually, yeah, being able to talk about the process and how it was made. I think that's what opens a lot of doors to keep rambling about silly things, especially IKEA lamps. So, all right, I guess we could wrap it up for tonight. Let's see. Let me quickly check who could we raid tonight. I'm not sure if there's anyone out there who we could raid. Let's see. No, not here. Let's see. There's Cleo, there's Mari, and there's Airi. Let's go with Airi. Blah blah yep. See. And it started at 8, so it should be going still, but might not have a lot of time left. So yeah, let's save that one. Shows the true art. Yes, it is a very much of an art house game. Very artsy, very cool, and very good ideas. I really loved it. All right, so let's see how that goes. So I'll be blasting you to. Oh, I already forgot the stream. To Ari channel, and yeah. All right, so see you on Sunday. Whoever manages to make it. Hope you had fun. We're going to be having this sort of chill, more relaxed streams in the middle between our animations, but you know, the big deal is animating, and that's when we're going to be working very hard. And you're going to be able to see all of that and ask whatever you want during the process, before or after, you know. So, see you later. I'm going to go quickly to our ending screen, and then I'm going to blast you. But take care, everyone. Thanks for stopping by, and see you later.
Beautiful star, don't look me, a beautiful star. Don't look me, a beautiful star. なんか忘れちゃって happy, lucky. こんにちは baby, 良い子でいたい。そりゃつまらない。happy, lucky. こんにちは baby, so sweet. Don't look me, a beautiful star. Don't look me, a beautiful star. Don't look me, a beautiful star. なんかすごい感じ。努力未来 A beautiful star 努力未来 A beautiful star 努力未来 A beautiful star 努力未来 A beautiful star